K. Satyanarayan, Governor, Maharashtra; Prithviraj Chauhan, Chief Minister of Maharashtra; Smriti Irani, Union Minister for Human Resource Development; Professor T. V. Ramakrishnan, Chairman Board of Governors; Professor K. N. Ganesh, Director; Colonel G. Rajasekhar, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Pune; Anil Shiroli, Member of Parliament, Pune; Members of Board of Governors and the Senate, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Pune; faculty, staff, students of the Institute, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I consider it as a privilege to be a part of the third convocation of the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Pune, which was established in 2006 to augment higher education in science in our country. I am glad to have the opportunity to visit this institute, which is my first visit to any of the IISERs. I congratulate all the students who have graduated today. Young friends, you have received your training from one of the best emerging institutions of India. This will have a strong positive impact on your career. Having chosen a path of your own fascinations, pursue it with passion and seriousness. Be creative. Think about doing things in a new and efficient way. At the same time, have this realization that as bright young minds, you are capable of contributing so much towards the welfare of your society. Think about how you can make the world around you a better place. Act in a manner and always results in greater good for your fellow beings. Your conduct must befit your education and make your alma mater proud of you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, science plays a vital role in the advancement of human life. Its study is central to technological progress. To prepare our nation to switch to a knowledge-based society, greater emphasis has been laid on the science education. IISERs are a product of this effort to push the country to the frontiers of scientific knowledge. 5 IISERs were established, with IISERs Pune and Calcutta being the first to be set up in 2006. A seat of higher learning must recognize no boundary except those of human mind itself. IISERs have designed themselves as research-led teaching institutions. They have created an essay for themselves through world-class infrastructure for teaching and frontier research, attracting the best of the faculty, building the ecosystem for fundamental and interdisciplinary research, and evolving integrated methods of education. In this era of information and communication technology, the distinction between the teacher and the taught is vanishing. Education is emerging as a process of collaborative training and teamwork. IISERs have made an excellent beginning in teaching of science as it is required for practice. Their focus is on nurturing the culture of science through a learner-centric and inquiry-driving teaching, in contrast to the conventional lecture-based teaching. IISER Pune, in particular, has made rapid strides during the few years of its existence. A green campus, modern research facilities, enabling ecosystem have nurtured this abode of knowledge where tomorrow's science begins today. I had the good occasion to meet some of the young minds, undergraduate and PhD students today, who explained to me their projects with a great sense of pride, passion, joy, and enthusiasm. I also had the opportunity to know about the science outreach program of IISER Pune, which is taking science beyond the campus to enable young people to experience the thrill of it. I am hopeful that this initiative will ignite the minds of the school children and attract them towards science. Distinguished guests, young friends, there is boundless energy and initiative amongst the youth of our country to meet their scholastic needs and aspirations. New institutions have been created and the capacity of existing ones are being expanded. This process of boosting the country's higher education infrastructure must continue unabated. Having said that, necessary steps must be taken to ensure that institutes, particularly the ones recently established like IISERs, operate at full capacity. Scale-up of physical infrastructure must be achieved. At the same time, maintenance of educational standards must not be lost sight of. I, as the visitor of about 98 central level institutions of higher education, have been meeting, interacting with the vice chancellors of the central universities, directors of the NITs, IITs, and the Indian, and recently I had the privilege of having interaction with the directors of IISERs and the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore,